सलाम मेरे अजीज पंखों।
Shall we? He asked. They looked at him, and his face fell. Okay. With a sad look, they said. He smiled and stretched his hand in front of they. He placed his hand before. They both stood up. Where are we going? Entrance is there. They asked confusingly. When Jungkook began walking toward the dance floor, they thought he was asking to go home and was sad because they want to see the dance, but not to dance. We are taking the part in this, he announced smilingly, their eyes widened. Don't, I don't know how to dance. You will end up embarrassing us. They pleaded to stop him, but he was not in the mood. Don't worry, I will not let you embarrass. They continued, tried to deny, but no use. They took the part in that, and now they were stood on the paper. No, don't please, they pleaded, about and making Jungkook's heart flutter. Music began. He held their hand and placed it on his shoulder before wrapping it one arm around their waist and from other hold the hand. They felt his hair, heart beat fastly from his touch. Jungkook stared at their face, which was turning. He began with they in his arms. The song volume decreased and they had to fold the paper. The time they stood very close to each other, they could not even raise his face. In his shyness, their body began each other. They lived softly, feeling his intense gaze on him. Their eyes locked. Jungkook felt the hand and brushed his stance away from their face, which was coming out. They put his hand on his chest. He cupped their left face, carrying their cheeks, staring at his innocent face. Theung leaning on his hand, feeling his warm staring back into his eyes. The sound volume again decreased, and this time they had to stand on his feet. Both of their heart was beating wildly. Breathe with each other. He went closer to their neck, inhaling his fragrance. Theung eyes closed as the sensation spread all over his body. When it was becoming too much for their heart, they stepped away from his word. And they were out of their competition. Jungkook looked around. He came out of his chase before holding their hand and hurriedly out of the restaurant. Sorry, please don't get angry. They pleaded as they thought he was angry because they were out of because of him. He opened the door for they. After they said, he went to the side and began the engine. His silence made them anxious. All the way to home, he didn't utter a word, and they began feeling his eyes getting wet. The beautiful night ended with sadness. They lowered his head, not wanting to see his bitter behavior. Car stopped, and they didn't wait for him to open the door and got out of the car, wanting to go to his room for doing his favorite thing, crying, clenching his pillow for his stupid behavior. Jungkook held their hand and they was about to make him way toward his room. They already stepped inside the home. They stopped but didn't look at him. Sorry, it was because of me. I told you I didn't know how to dance. They began. He come in front of they and now nowhere pulled they in his arm. Shh, I'm sorry for my rude behavior. Something was disturbing me. Jungkook murmured, inhaling their scent. He could not help but feel himself dying in him. He wanted to be away, but they, at the same time, wanted they close to him, very close. The urge of making they his began coming into his mind tonight. The way they was dancing with him, as his wife, making every day 10 times stronger. The innocence of shyness and hidden love in their eyes. His secret wife, making it even more. He was too young and innocent for him, for a man who was already married, for a man who could not love the way he deserved, but he could help being selfish. He wanted to be with him and be happy with whatever he gave him, and he knew there was anything but the one who complained. He pulled back, kissing their head. They blushed. His hands were around him. Jungkook took a back club before he was scared. The little boy, with his fine thought. Jungkook pulled his hand to the side. Good night. With that, he walked away from there. Jungkook tossed and walked into the bed, but could not sleep. Taeyoung thought making him restless. If Sana was here, then Gil could not stop him. And being alone in this night made the deepest desire of fear to come out, and he felt both of their desire of having Tae in his arm and the fear of betraying Sana got strong. He jolted up, and a sinful thought, came in his mind. Sana is not here. She will not know if I sleep with Tae. With this thought, he nearly ran toward their room before the guilt rise and stop him. He could not believe he was doing this. He was going to another boy room at night. That another boy is your other wife. His self-conscious spoke as he stopped and could not get enough courage to open the door. But then was his husband, and with this, he tried to open the door, which was locked for the first time. He knocked impatiently, tapping the foot, wanted to go inside before anyone catch him here in the middle of the night. Theung opened the door slightly, and what made Jungkook desire got stronger was that even in the middle of the night, they must think anyone could hear at this time. You? They asked confusingly. I can't sleep, he muttered, and waited for they to call him inside. But he was being hesitant to, so he himself asked, Can I come in? They bit his lips in nervousness, but who was there to deny his husband? They opened the door, winded and gave him space to come in. Theung was standing on his place staring at the floor, getting nervous as he was in their room in the middle of the night. Jungkook stared at Tae, and he was sure Tae was frozen on his place. He shut the lock and door himself, grabbing Tae's hand. What are you doing? They asked in almost whispered. To sit on the bed with Tae. I could not sleep, he answered, not knowing what to say. But what are you doing here? Why can't I come in? Is it wrong for me to come to you? He asked, intentionally staring into Tae's eyes. They lowered his head, feeling heat in his chest. It's not like this, Tae murmured. So, no more questions, he said, smiling at Taeyoung.